Just say goodbye. It's better to say goodbye.
Map number 2 underway here in this final of the ESL Challenger Jönköping closed qualifier. Up 1, Looking4Org, looking for that killing blow. And we have unfortunately missed the pistol, so Spirit are up 1-0 apparently. Getting a force by 3 from Looking4Org involving 2 shotguns here, Alan.
Yeah, we're hearing about a few server problems. Has to be said, we're in the 3rd day of continuous competition in CS2, at least for on these qualifiers.
We're gonna break some stuff.
Not unexpected. We've had a good run.
Sometimes successful.
We've had a good run.
Bomb's lower. Wow, timing unlucky though. That's gonna put this bomb on notice.
It's isolated as well, isn't it?
Splinted.
Yeah.
Yeah, Donk is completely surrounded. Magix is trying to come in to bail him out, but still kind of on an island for the moment. The player in vent could be a huge threat. Oh, Magix isn't going around the corner. He goes back up. The shadow reveals it. That's the bomb now spotted. That is, I think, a big misread on the situation from Magix. Donk really needed the bail out there.
Yeah, this is unsurmountable now. Bomb is dropped. Right in towards Decon. And yet again, another reset for Looking4Org. Which is great for them. Maka might be about to get a blade in the back. There we go.
Graffiti too. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
It is style points. But I'm afraid to inform them that it doesn't change the course of this round. There's not enough time, I don't think, to get the bomb, kill 3 players. Got a crossfire established, players in the vent. It's a nice moment from Artfrost, but it doesn't detract from what has been a bit of a disaster.
It at least gives him the extra 1,500 for the future. Right? Invested in here. It actually does give him the chance to save the AK if he wants to.
Yeah, he should save and get a full nade set, shouldn't he?
Yeah. Something doing here. It's not bad. The knife does make a big difference. It won't change this round, though. And speaking of money made, Lucky got 2 of those kills with the XM. Lucky's going to be a little cash flow rich.
He could drop an AWP. I don't think you should, but he could. Better to keep the rifles out, I think, against pistols. Yeah, that's another boon as well. Look at this, 3 Galil saved over. There's quite a lot of value as well, just in weaponry. Early pause. Hopefully not for the same issue as our delayed entrance. Is he viewing this game? Said we have had very few lengthy tech issues so far during this qualifier. So we hope that trend continues. We're at the business end now. Hopefully we're underway soon. I think the parallel for Looking4Org is Ecstatic. Because Ecstatic won the 2 qualifiers, you remember, for Melbourne and Brains going. It was Hanover, it became Katowice.
Yep.
And they came in, certainly the first qualifier, I remember, they were not in terms of on paper, in the running for that spot early on. By the time the second qualifier, yes, they had a bit more stock to them, but again, there were bigger names in there. And Looking4Org has dispatched some big orgs, some well-supported teams. And we saw Ecstatic at Melbourne. They made the semi-finals.
Yeah. No, I think there's some parallels there. I think the difference to my eyes is the reason Ecstatic was like new names coming in, you know? New faces. You have Salazar being a big piece of that roster. Obviously, you had some more veteran presence in if you're talking about Manx, if you're talking about Queenix. But it was the new pieces. Whereas for Looking4Org, I mean, these are 5 players who have played together, who've been through various iterations of different teams, where maybe they've been around so long and haven't necessarily cracked into that upper echelon that we're just kind of starting to write them off. But we have to remember they've always had this crazy chemistry. They've always had, you know, when we're talking about Heat, when we're talking about 3D Max, when we're talking about these various rosters, they've had these big moments. They've had these ferocious moments. It just hasn't necessarily taken them to the top. But
well, that's the thing is, Lucky, hAdji, these guys exercise as well. Sorry, not exercise. Maka kind of with Falcons. They've had their chances. A couple of them have played for elite level teams. So, a little bit of a shame they couldn't stay up there. Alright, so there is a force buy in response. No surprises there from Spirit. Artfrost must have dropped something because he's got no nades left. Might have had to drop the nades themselves. And he's going to probe outer. Looking for an opening, looking for a pick. There's a smoke down now on Mini as they try to wrap further. On control so far, but no engagements just yet.
Try down. That's tough. That's the AK out as well. That's Artfrost lost. The only player... Well, the AK gets claimed. Donk has it now. Not exactly a slosh with the gun. Joko. Find a connecting kill. Traded out, but teammate there to keep it in their favor. Spirit down to just 2. One of them is Donk with an AK. Chopper with a scout. Not exactly what you think of as his gun. See if he can do anything with it.
Shrewd from Exercise to just give this ground, isn't it? You do not want to fight the Donk. 5 at a time. Chopper does cross with the bomb. I was a bit nervous. In case somebody peeked from Mini or Heaven or elsewhere on towards outer. So he has made it down. Strictly speaking, Exercise is the only player on the site proper. Lucky is dipping in and out of ramp. I guess now there's a bit of presence in towards lobby. He can heavily commit lower. There's still a chance here, but they need a good entry. Not found, Donk down. Lucky peaks to make it 2. And for what could have been a scary round, 4 alive. And all the rifles saved through. That's a pretty good result. All the Glocks.
All the Glocks. All the Glocks. Glocking on in. Glocking on out. Glock around the clock. Oh, clean your clock. That's a meaty nade. Oh, they just gave Exorcist another one. Soft targets. You just know Exorcist is checking tab to see how much utility damage he got off of that one.
Fly back in from Spirit. I think
I want you to look at our faces here, Alan.
Of course. You know, it's in the contract. Certain amount of screen time got to be done. Especially when we're going straight in game, we don't get to flaunt the egos. I think the exciting thing about the way this game is shaped up is Team Spirit are a map down. They've just been reset. They're not in the best economic position. They're already rounds down here on their map pick. I want to see how they react to that pressure. I want to see how these young guns, the individuals that we know are potent mechanical players, how now there's a little bit of more weight on this, especially given the scope of this game. How do they react to that?
Smokes outside, seems like. Donk trying to get down lower, perhaps. Need to make his life difficult. Ooh,
Spicy.
That's a nice shot. Very spicy. Delete Maka on that one now.
Yeah.
Let's see how they're gonna respond.
That makes a big difference as well, because the flow plan, you know, the decision tree of Looking4Org was Maka is in secret. He can get information. We can rotate. He gets annihilated before he can pass over any information. They've decided to commit all upper. They're taking a risk here. Gambling that more players aren't going to get lower. Jocko can't let too many slip by because players can't get down the vent because Donk's holding it. There is a trade, but hesitant on where this bomb is going. Now it's going low. This is the right decision. It's really hard for Looking4Org to move.
Still, though, Chopper deleted means that this retake's definitely going to be on. Great work from Joko to find 2 in that position. If he gets traded, I mean, this round's over. But with the work that he's done. Very workable. There's 3 flashes as well to get past these choke points. A smoke for the bomb. This retake is on. First flash out. Not past the lip just yet. Second flash deploy. Trying to get around. Oh, good shot from Donk and Art Frost. They shut it down. There's no duo you'd rather have right now. Firepower galore from the young guns.
They needed that. Absolutely. Felt like Jocko done a great deal, a great body of work. And that around back into the realms, but it still all harkens back. That initial entry from Donk just completely changes the CZ setup. Throws it into haywire. And from there, the dominoes continue to tumble. Pause in for the Frenchman. Discussion to be had. Money is okay for this buy, but it's not going to be anything in reserve after this. Just got to make the most of this. Is an AWP on Maka, who again, alongside hAdji, is one of those names we're looking at and saying, going to take it to the likes of Donk, Zon6, Artfrost 2. He needs to be a bit of a monster. And this monster has his big green. Where's he going to play? He's been very dynamic during this qualifier so far, so I would not expect Maka to be in the same place every round. And that's when he plays his best Counter-Strike, when he's on the move.
Looks like he's going outside early, potentially. Nope, going for the squeaky fight. Utility to slow that down. Now might give it a look as that Molotov's going to start to fade. They got nothing outside right now. It's going to be Lucky coming up secret with an XM. So he can't go for the peak. He can defend if they try and go lower, but it's not like you exactly wanted to fight Red Box with that XM.
Cross smokes down. Yeah, we'll see what Lucky does, because I'm not even sure the fight is that good if players come down. You get enveloped so fast. Entry's going into the garage smoke. Bit of spam out from hAdji, but it doesn't connect. Slip through. Unspotted for now. With deeper smokes coming in.
Just smoked him.
Yeah. I think they're about to run boost across the doorway too. There he goes. Donk over.
Chopper might be in trouble. That's a big kill for Lucky. Tempting this a little bit too much. Molotov gonna go in, push them back. Didn't see the second player there. Otherwise, I think they'd be snappier in towards the A site. But as it is, Spirit starting to get into that situation again where they have a moment, they have a potential play, and they slow it down. Donk, though, rewards them for it. Now can they make the move? In towards the site they go. Donk working his way in towards heaven. Here comes the peak. There goes another kill. Donk dealing damage. And the trades are on. Joko. Oh, the bomb shot mini. Time is weird here. 20 seconds. Donk just has to hang on to this.
There is a molly.
Joko knows he's stuck.
Yeah, there is a molly, but knowing to put it up the ladder is a different question. I'm not sure Joko's feeling this.
He's not. Definitely. There's a rifle right there at his feet, but I think he's really nervous about giving up the audio cue. Maybe he wants the exit on Donk. Knows he's here.
No way.
You can't be fighting those exits against Donk. That dude is ridiculous.
Wow. Yeah. All Donk that round. Just getting him into play. I was a little bit surprised. So they smoke a locker's hell with the double glass windows. And as soon as that's done, there's always potential for players getting through garage and pushing wide. And hAdji didn't really seem to be aware of that possibility. So maybe a lapse in concentration, lapse in understanding of where that map was heading, where the kind of the setup was heading from that T side. And they pay a heavy price. Full eco, nothing invested by the CTs in this round. And the Donk's just getting warmed up. That's the scariest part of all. Donk
and Artfrost both starting to have some moments, some flashes, some sputters. Don't want any sparks from them in the engine. That's nice. Little hee. Little hee. Yeah, it's just appropriate for the Michael Jackson swing peak that you can throw a little hee out.
Oh, this has been a thriller of a series so far. See if that continues. There's Art Frost.
Someone is going to fight this.
Yeah, I mean... this setup. Ooh, it's going to be tough. So many players around. He needs to keep the guns alive, you know. All the damage here matters.
Ooh, was it overpass where someone got away with that round? USP chase? I'm trying to remember which side of that Looking4Org we're on in that fight.
I don't remember, unfortunately. I've seen a lot of Counter-Strike in the last 3 days. It's hard to keep track. It's too much fun. Fun never ends here on the A stream.
Never.
And well, Quiz qualifier ends today. We've got ECL over the next couple of weeks. Sydney, of course, coming up soon. So no reason to be on the channel checking out the Counter-Strike. Lucky, very aggressive. I don't know if he can get a flashbang there. Almost traded. Maka's getting shot down as well. Massive damage, but no frags found for Spirit.
That's a massive coup for them to take it away. Right? And I mean, Maka's on the up as well, so the health may not be as much of a factor.
Oh my lord, 2 in C. They've given A, have Looking4Org. They've gone 2 secrets.
This is wild.
But they don't need to do this.
But Spirit haven't rumbled A in a long time, actually, now that I think about it. Not unless they have the Heaven route. So this is a hard read. And having denied that initial kill outside, they're making a correct call that Chopper's going to try and get that secret. Alright, there's no way you expect a second player here. There just isn't. Magix takes him out of play. Donk will find one. A 2v3.
They're so alone, though, these CTs. Look how spread out they are. Because Mac is fairly safe playing the range game. Exercise pushes lobby from ramp. So at least can call out that I've got this space, guys. I can't see anybody. It's got to be outer. It's got to be secret. One of these two. It doesn't change the fact that Jocko is still alone. He could really do with a teammate getting on the move. Exercise maybe could come down the vent. But Jocko, for now, is alone. Doors open. He sits on the back of this site. Zontix gets the kill. 2-on-2. Maybe this is on.
Ah, fortunate shot there from Maka. Catches it on the timing. No time. No clock. I don't even know if they had enough time on that first swing. Whatever it is, Donk finds the kill. He'll be able to keep the op alive, at least make it very expensive for Looking4Org. So this is not settled business, but it is a round win.
This half has been a slugfest so far. No team can establish economic control. No team can chain many rounds together.
Here's one of the things about Chopper called halves. Sometimes it feels like he gets an idea for how to proceed and maybe gets a little too locked into it. And, I mean, you saw with the gamble from Looking4Org in that round that they felt comfortable giving up the A site entirely to play for the secret. It's interesting.
I think it's quite...
We'll see if it continues.
Having seen both games, it's quite obvious to me that Spirit are making hard changes. Because you remember last time on this map, it was either inner hits or really slow defaults. We haven't seen either so far. It's been all outer presence every single round. So I tend to agree that maybe, you know, that it makes perfect logical sense to adapt into, you know, what was your weakness last time, how they're exploiting us, maybe make a change. But to do that so consistently to the point where you're getting red in the match proper, that might be a little bit too much. Double shotguns. What's better than one?
Why not? They do like the shotguns a lot, don't they, over on this Looking4Org side? It's been lucky buying them, actually. He doesn't have either of them this time. He's in big garage, playing the mini control. He's going to hear Donk getting down lower. Donk's making no secret of this. He's trying to draw the rotation, it almost feels like, but he didn't have contact here, so they're actually just going to go down, and there's no one to receive them. Joko would be the closest player with an XM entering from ramp.
This is going to look really silly if there is no rotation whatsoever. I wonder if there's a protocol problem, because I really think someone should be down by now. There's no one to put down nades. There's nobody...
They could just be saving it if it goes lower.
Never gave themselves a chance.
Yeah.
And Lucky heard everything.
Back.
Lucky heard a player running down secret. It's not like this is a surprise.
Oh, for a second I thought Spirit were going back. Oh my god, Spirit are going back.
They don't know how good they have it.
Alan Spirit are going back.
They don't know how good they have it.
They've seen nothing. They think it's a trap.
Well, think about it from their perspective. Donk made a crap ton of noise. They haven't seen anything for
Yeah?
ages. Maybe it's free lower. Nope. They're all on A.
Oh no. It's in the palm of their hands. Think they can still win this going into everybody? No, definitely not. Now they're starting to realize. Chopper's come up the vent though. He's gonna get deleted. Of course he is. Oh no. 10 seconds, they're gonna save. Alan, they had a free sight.
I can't believe that.
They had all of lower. No one had rotated. There was nobody on that half of the map. I'm pretty sure Looking4Org's plan was to just save if it went B.
That's unbelievable.
Oh. They never even look. No one even looks. Someone broke the control windows, and that was it, assuming that would force a rotation.
Yeah, it's a different story, isn't it? If you break control, you start putting down the nades onto the either side of ramp, and then you're saying, okay, we're meeting a bit too much resistance here, guys. Maybe there's an easier route. It never got to that point.
Oh, man.
I'm not surprised to see a pause because, I mean, Chopper surely is a thing to
that?
say. Halley has to be losing his mind after seeing that round. And even for the individual players, they're probably like, why did we just ran into A into 3 or 4 players? What's going on?
Yeah. Meanwhile, the comms over on the Looking4Org side have to just be...
They
Just
themselves
laughter.
do have a question to answer because those rotates didn't look...
I don't think they
Amazing.
intended to rotate.
Well, what's the move? The only interpretation is that they think Donk is always going solo down and it's just a ruse. That's the only reason you wouldn't move.
I think they legitimately, because they were 4 spot out there with double shotguns, decided that they were going to stack something and just save if it didn't work out.
But it's worked out for them. They've recovered an AK as well. Look at this buy from Spirit. It's just a mess of a couple of hero guns, some nadage in the mix, but it doesn't look cohesive. I mean, I posed the question, what does Spirit look like when they're playing under pressure? And it's kind of irrefutable right now that there are more cracks than other times in this qualifier.
Nice pick early from Lucky. Dunks the nade as well. That's going to be big damage on. Nade's actually not big damage, but hAdji is. hAdji, take your third. Take a bow. hAdji, it's over. Wow. This is... the reverberations of that round are going to be felt through this half. I mean, at this point for Looking4Org, things are looking peachy keen. And reminder, they won map 1. This is for the qualifier. This is for the spot. This is for Jönköping.
They're getting close now. They're getting close now, but gotta focus. Really gotta focus. Don't want to throw away this opportunity. Another fast add around from Donk. So many occasions taking space on his own. This is on 6. It's felled. Where's that? Looks like it's through the squeaky door. As Exercise opens up first. Lucky is in secret as a full nade set. Maka can't get an angle over the top, and Lucky's going to be called upon. Commits to the off angle, and Donk is the man of the moment. 4 on 4, and Looking4Org are scrambling to lock down B.
This time they have the rotation, though, and it wasn't expected. hAdji's just killed 3. hAdji's just shut this round down. It's all into Art Frost. And hAdji will even commit to burning in his own Molotov just to buy the time for Joko to peak. 7-4. Look, one more round in this half. And no bomb plant there means very little in terms of weaponry. Spirit have just sputtered entirely. They misfired in the one round, and then they just shut down.
By some distance, hAdji's been the best player in this grand final.
Yes.
And, you know, with the sort of tournament Donk has had, that is almost bizarre to be saying, but hAdji's been a monster. That round could have easily gone south. He goes down the vent, 3 fast kills. Just absolutely assassinates every Spirit player that comes on his screen. That's awkward. Okay.
Nice. Shouts to the Galil. Kill does come through.
Again,
but Zontix is lost. Man advantage still.
What's going on?
He's not had a good day in the office.
Just can't get any traction. There is no rotation lower. That's the bad news. The good news is the bomb isn't there, so... At least from Looking4Org's perspective, that is. Someone needs to scoop up this bomb. Who is upper? Magic's. They're going to come up from ramp? Lucky's looking.
Well, that's putting that one to bed. Nice shot from Joko to finish things off and send us to the half.
And not just any love, I want that whipped cream loving with the cherry on top. I want that, baby. I want that. I'm yours, baby. I'm yours. I'm gonna give you up when nobody nothing better. You're the love of my life, so come and love me forever. What about a top wood? You rub me up in the sweater. Wanna feel it kinda hot, babe. Wanna feel it kinda hot. Come and meet me in the middle, babe, and I'll give you all of my heart. If I meet you in the middle, babe, would you give me all of your love? Come and meet me in the middle, babe, and I'll give you all of my heart. If I meet you in the middle, babe, would you give me all of your love? Would you give me all of your love? Would you give me all of your love? Could you give me all of your love? Come and meet me in the middle, babe, and I give you all of my heart. And if I meet you in the middle, babe, would you give me all your love? Come and meet me in the middle, babe, and I give you all of my heart. And if I meet you in the middle, babe, would you give me all your love? Would you give me all your love? Could you give me all your love? Could you give me all your love? Your love. Come and meet me in the middle, babe, and I'll give you all of my heart. If I meet you in the middle, babe, would you give me all your love? Could you give me all your love? Would you give me all your love? Could you give me all your love? Stay here this time. Show me a sign. You are.
Well, we've just spent the halftime break trying to puzzle through a half where it felt like Spirit only had one play call. Do they do any better on the CT side? Magic's can't. He's deleted. He's gone. And if they lose this pistol, things are going to be looking very dire indeed. That bomb will be planted. That can't be denied. So it's a retake city for Spirit. They got a single flashbang to make it happen. Joko. Holding here from the shutter. Knows the players are coming. You got the footstep to confirm. Confidence in. Kill on. Second can't be found, but now his teammate can duel it. And they're coming back in to find this frag, and they will eventually. A 2-on-3. Looking for the defuse. Oh no, that bomb is planted. So very exposed. Comes down to the clutch. But Lucky has got it. And now, a 9th round found. The pistol, the momentum in their favor. Spirit, you are up against elimination here. You come so far in this qualifier. You look like the better team for so much of this event. And now you might not get to taste the fruit of victory.
Remember the fashion where they made it into this grand final. 20 rounds in a row against Movistar. Spanish absolute sandwich. Blender at the end. And that team spirit has not arrived yet today. Donk isn't playing bad, but he's not a monster. Zontix has had a bad day in the office. Artfrost had a good Anubis at times, but not consistent. Chopper in the calling department hasn't had a great day either. This is tough.
Am I crazy or is that door still on its hinges? Lucky peek? Lucky peek? I need confirmation. Look, check it. Check it. Okay, no, it did get blown off. Just a visual thing, I think, with the smoke up, but... Always on the lookout for new bugs. It's the joy of a new game.
Such an important round, this. So important. Spirit, of course, invested. We know how potent these resets can be. They are game-changing, especially in a position like this where Spirit is scrambling for traction, any opening, any gap back into this round half map series.
It is interesting, though, you talk about it. I mean, they've given up outside here. They haven't really gone for any aggression. It's 30 seconds on the clock. At this point, I can understand it. Vanilla in the hole. Player from Mustang, that one's interesting. Nice kill from Chopper. Gets one. Gonna try and make something happen here. Can't do it this time. Eeg not potent enough. Magic's overwhelmed. Artfrost chimes in for one more, but that's all she wrote. And so Looking4Org have survived the force buy. And the chances for Spirit to do anything about this nuke are fast going down the drain.
That could have gone south so fast. So what happened was Looking4Org, they threw their outer cross smokes. Then they did the deeper set, the set for the one into mini or main, whatever you call it, and then the one for lockers, hell. So they're trying to fake a lot of outer presence, pull rotations, and Spirit stuck to their guns. They committed to their A stack. They made the right read. They had all 5 players in attendance, and still they couldn't hold the site. Still they couldn't do it. Granted, at a weaponry disadvantage, but that's as good as it gets, I think, in terms of recovering this series. That might have been their best chance on that round alone. And the Frenchmen stay alive. Now it's a heavy eco. So important. Look how slow they're playing on this T side. They are not willing to risk anything.
Smoke covering off the squeak. Just trying to hold us at bay. You know, Mustang with the dualies? With the dualies? Against armored players? I don't know about that one, Chief. Dualies kind of terrible against armor. But alright, here it goes. On comes the maneuver. P2K, ineffective. Dualies? Not effective. Backsight? Artfrost? Not effective. Donk? Very effective. But now he's going to be smoked out, Molotov'd out, something'd out. And he looks like he wants to go through it, but of course he really cannot. Bomb's going to go down. And you got Donk and Zontix trying to connect with the D's, trying to make anything happen here because this is a moment of desperation. Donk's not even hiding this. He's making full footsteps. They know where he's coming from. He's just so urgently trying to get into any kind of fight.
Need to save the armor, brother. Get an M4, good nade set in the next. That is a nice kill. Bit of a show. This is only for show. This is not going to be around. It's some nice frags. I'll grant them that. An AK recovered, so there is value. But this game is still a long way gone. 11-4. 2 rounds to go for the Frenchmen.
that kill, those kills with the Deegs might actually be the difference maker, right? It wouldn't have mattered until he kills everybody and snatches away the rifle, because now this is money in his pocket, and look at the bank on Looking4Org. They have very little in reserve. So if there's a world where a comeback happens, this is it. If Spirit crack through this round, Looking4Org are going to have to eco, are going to have to take some time to regain. Donk may have just given them the road back into this.
It's got to be Genesis. It'll be the start of something massive. And Maka says no. Art Frost gone. AWP on the ground. Outer Smoke's landing next. Do Spirit react? Yes, they do. Donk is pulled off. Chopper equally pulled out of Mini. And we can see on the mini-map, Outer is not the port of call. Ramp to be hit very soon.
Donk with the opener. Out of secret. We know he likes the position. That nade should be timely. Good damage. Decent. Zontex bails out lower. Donk is here as well. If they take this lower, there's a pretty good defense on them.
They got time. Brakes are pumped. They actually have 2 smokes as well still. The scary bit is it's really hard to get up into heaven because the angles are so annoying. As you go up, they're going to reroute back into lobby. What is this CT setup? Magix is alone on A. Chopper is away off. These players lower, understandably, are pretty scared of players swinging down. Magix got a lot of weight on his shoulders right now.
This is a tremendous call to rotate back in. Even if Chopper gets into heaven, it's still a fight that you favor. Donk coming back up, though. This might be in the nick of time. This might be the big move. Now Chopper's up into Pony. And he's going to strike. Going to be able to reposition. The Molotov came in. There's just not enough time. 15 seconds. The Molotov might be the difference maker. Donk swings back through. They've shut this down. They've done it. Somehow, some way, Spirit have cracked the economy. They're not going to be able to hunt out this last ult. But they've done so much work here. And now they're going to get a real chance to make a game of it here on Nuke.
There's so many moments in that round where it looked good for the Frenchman. Maka gives them a man up. They're pulling rotations. They're making Spirit uncomfortable. But they just can't find a window to commit into a solo player. Couldn't get out ramp. Couldn't get out into A onto Magix before those rotates came. And Donk, that information gain from coming up back through secrets was enormous. No surprises. Forced by back in return from Looking4Org. They had no loss bonus. They had no money in the can. They've thrown everything into this because why not? You're going to be ecoing twice anyway. And, well, Matthew clearly is their best chance of an entry. They'll know he's saved, though, on Spirit, so Donk should be playing more reserved. Should. You kind of see him thinking about peeking side, and he's like, nah, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe not.
Now he knows it's not up here.
Yeah, he knows he's lower as well.
It's going through the box. Oh, God. That's actually crazy that you can wallbang all the way through that.
Can't imagine it does much damage, but...
No. Just an intimidation factor, man. That is a solid container. What's in it? But I'm just saying, you're at a nuclear power plant. I wouldn't want to be shooting bullets into any of these containers.
Still have 2 smokes. They put 1 smoke on Mini, which frankly hasn't actually achieved a great deal. These A rotates aren't going to move. It's double ramp for the CT side. So that's a fast rotate as well. Lucky's going to get out in front of this Molotov, and he's just instantly killed. Yeah,
this late molly.
Saw it the last round as well.
Yeah, two rounds where it's isolated a player out and gives you just a free kill. That's really nice, holding the molly that late. That's a great detail here for Spirit.
These guys need to die.
Yep. I mean, Maka can save, I guess.
Yeah, the issue is he's got to save again. He's got to save one more time. Get back all the way to a gun round again.
It's very weird after how dynamic they were, both here when we watched them previously, but also in previous matches on Anubis, on Overpass. They like the faster calls sometimes, and very slow so far here.
what Mac is going to do, because does he even come into this round thinking I'm going to play to save? hAdji, oh my lord!
Oh my god, hAdji! Not like this. You can't do it like this. A drop down Zeus into mini, pick up the gun, kill the garage player? This would be unacceptable. This would be unreasonable. Now there's an op picked up as well. Oh, and the 2 op shots will land. It's all on Zontix, who's had a quiet game to try and bail them out. To try and prevent series point, and hAdji will just deny him. The bomb needs to be reclaimed, but if he goes into the angle, ooh, big missed opportunity. Allows the reposition here. Zontix, does he know he has the C4 down? He has to now. They're gonna reposition to pinch. He's gonna swing in, and it was just a matter of time. He knew he had to take the initiative before they were fully in their spots, but what a way to win a round, hAdji. That was ridiculous.
I almost think the second kill is more impressive.
Oh, yeah.
When he gets the AK off the ground, instant flick. And you can see how it blindsided us in the commentary booth. Imagine what that did to Spirit. They can't believe what's just happened. They'd done all the hard work. They'd broken the money. That was the eco. 6 chances for Sweden. Here we go.
Frost, donk, taking command here. Yes, let the young guns off the chain. Let them fight. The mechanics haven't been the issue here. Let them rip. Zontix, though, gets caught. He's not been having such a hot piece of form. Donk's back into the angle, and well, map point may be allowed, series point may be allowed, but Donk not interested in allowing you further. He wants a LAN. He wants a chance.
Ooh, the timing.
Big kill for hAdji, though. This guy's been ridiculous. hAdji and Lucky, it's the 2 strongest performers still alive. This ain't done.
Lucky yet to make his move. He's back in lobby. The more time without confirmation, the more time without information, the more Spirit going to sweat, the more chance of a mistake. Chopper is pushing back into garage, and I think hAdji's just found a hell of a gap. He's on the edge of mini. Is Chopper going to check? All the timing! Chopper down. 2 on 2. This surely isn't on.
30 seconds. 30 seconds. Everyone's here, but Frost not on the right angle. Inked up low, but Magic's, they weren't expecting him. Lucky's going to be able to drop. He's going to be able to play the post. And hAdji, he got the kill with the nade. I didn't even realize he'd thrown that right before the end. Brings in the clutch. First bullet almost wins it, and Magic's just barely keeps his team limping along.
That was around a Counter-Strike. That had everything. Feels like a long time ago now, but Donk and Artfrost aggressive on outer. You need some balls to get aggressive against 6 championship points. Impressive stuff. They win the round, but at what cost? 2 MP9s out. Shotgun steal for Magics. It's a little bit grim, the buy, but they're going to take it. 5 more to go. And it doesn't get closer than the last.
Madness. Exercise with the scout. I mean, this has gotten so scrappy. They're down in the mud wrestling to see if Looking4Org can pull away.
It doesn't matter how you win it from here. Nobody's going to remember this game. If you make it to LAN, nobody's going to remember any of these rounds. Take whatever they can get. Slow stuff. Lobby default. Smoke's raining over now for outer. What is the move from the Frenchman? The bomb has not deviated from lobby. It's just exercise at the moment on outer. Bomb is actually going to come its way over now. But they haven't got time mics to cross down, so I guess it's got to be a mini split if they're thinking about any outer presence from here. There's a lot of fumbling of nades. I'm not sure they have a clean plan here.
hAdji. There's the opener. 25 seconds, though. Time
Nobody's
is so
lower.
short. There's no one lower. Oh, you're absolutely right, Alan. This is going to be so tough. And there's a late push down secret. Ooh, it's just the scout. If that was a rifle, this could be over. But as it is, Exorcist is doing a great job of distracting. And Donk has fallen. They need a hero. This could be all over. The bomb is ticking away now. It's just SMGs and shotgun to try and reclaim this chopper. We'll start it. At least dealing with the distraction of Exercise. It's not like he can get an upgrade off that. That's just a scout. Now this crossfire is so deadly. How can they possibly break it? hAdji's not interested in allowing it, and Maka will put this to bed. Looking4Org are going to ESL Challenger Jönköping. They've done it, an unsigned team, and in this event alone, triumphing over Big, over Movistar Riders, over Spirit. They've done so much to prove themselves.